guns were aimed at one particular person. Interior Principal Secretary Karanja Kibicho is once again at the center of controversy this time round. He's being accused by ODM of plans to undermine the handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga in what the ODM BBI insiders say is thorough scheming in efforts to determine who becomes president in 2022. Now, for a man deep in the middle of BBI agenda, PS Kibicho's involvement is not going down well with key political players who now want him stripped of any involvement in the BBI process. KTN senior reporter Jeff Kirui has more on Kibicho's tenure since he is transferred to the Interior Ministry in November 2015.
Karanja Kibicho has risen to become a key figure in President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, arguably the most influential civil servant in the Jubilee regime. Kibicho is once again at the center of Kenyatta's succession politics, this time round on the receiving end of accusations by ODM that is trying to undermine the handshake in a scheme to influence who inherits President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2022.
Harambee House and all government institutions which are subject to civilian authority should keep away from the question of determining the political leadership that will arise in the year 2022.
Kibicho has been a key figure driving the BBI agenda, and his involvement has rattled political stakeholders in the BBI secretariat.
We want to remind them that where we were in 2018, as of February, anytime.
The extent that any person can see a bureaucrat venturing out to show political clause, it shows that there is some latitude that he enjoys and liberties that have been sanctioned by the powers that be.
Kibicho is not new to controversy. In 2019, he was on the receiving end of allegations of frustrating Deputy President William Ruto. In April of the same year, when the DP visited Nyeri for Sunday service at AIPCA Church, county security officers and the county commissioner would ordinarily receive him were missing.
It is indeed an act of treason, Honorable Speaker, to be jeopardizing the security of the principal assistant to the president.
It did not end there. Allegations of plotting against the DP during a meeting at Lamada Hotel in Nairobi emerged. 3 cabinet secretaries presented themselves at the DCI over the same.
Iyo maneno mulipanga Lamada mulipanga na munajua mulisema nini na tuko na clips tutapambana na nyinyi.
Wewe Kibicho, kama kazi yako ni kuchukua pesa ya serikali na kugawanya wana Kenya.
We have some brains better than what we are hearing. And it's unfortunate that our country can occupy space of media.
A day later, Kibicho was purported to have convened the meeting reported to the DCI, but on a different agenda. He was reportedly there to report his boss, the Deputy President, over what he termed as harassment.
The Minister for Water.
For a man who is ever smiling, Karanja Kibicho has been at the epicenter of allegations of political agony from a section of politicians. Among them, former Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Sonko has been on record attributed his tribulations to Karanja Kibicho. Not to mention Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, who at some point alleged that Kibicho was behind the schemes to have her impeached. Kibicho, who started off as a principal secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, was moved in November 2015 to the Ministry of Interior in the same capacity. And in November 2019, Karanja Kibicho essentially became a super PS through President Uhuru Kenyatta's Executive Order No. 1 of 2019, as he now chairs the powerful National Development Implementation Technical Committee, a docket which coordinates some of the functions that had been previously left to the office of the Deputy President.
President Kenyatta seems to have lost the dalliance he had with his deputy William Ruto. Karanja Kibicho would easily come out to whip every troop that is before him or works with him to ensure that he protects the interests of Uhuru Kenyatta and not those of William Ruto, whether bureaucratic, administrative, or even political.
Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
KANU Chairman Gideon Moore